You know, I think I said it yesterday also, that if we want to have a sunshine in this hall, you have to take off this roof so that the sun will shine. Otherwise, there's no way to get a full sunshine. So similarly, you have to get rid of these two notion of the dualistic notion. Then after that, then you will have the vision of great wisdom, perfect wisdom, perfection. All these things will be built up because of what you call that perfect wisdom, great wisdom, and the Mahamudra. All these things will only be realized when you are able to break the notion of dualistic attitude. Dualistic attitude has to be gone. That attitude needs to be diminished and vanished. That is very, very important, you know. If you have a dualistic attitude, with the dualistic attitude, you will never have a union idea. The union, the yoga, the union, the Mahamudra, great perfection. All these things will never be grown, will never be understood. That is the thing. We caught up. That is of course, if you have a very strong idea of dualistic, how can you make two things together into one? You cannot. As I said right now, we cannot say you are a good person and bad person together. You cannot say that. You cannot believe it. So in order to believe it in this way, you have to prepare yourself to see this philosophically. Philosophically, you have to prepare. You cannot force yourself, you know, to have union idea. In Tibetan society, we say, I think it's also not only Tibetan society, but I think it's a Dharma teaching, also part of Dharma teaching, saying that, you know, the shit and the jewel are eventually, what you call that, finally or primordially, they are the same stuff. Same stuff. Same stuff means they are in oneness. Shit and gold, or shit and the food. Let's put shit and food is better, even though it says jewel. But maybe the shit and food is a little bit like more understandable. Shit is such a dirty thing that you cannot even talk. It's a taboo even to say shit. But food is something that we are very respecting. So, but actually, the food and the shit, there is not much of difference. Same. Exactly the same in oneness. But then, you know, our dualistic mind makes the shit so dirty and the food so precious. And that's how stupid we are. How do you say, how strange you are, how interesting we are. It is interesting, actually. It is not only stupid, but it's interesting, very interesting, that how dynamic, I would say, we are in order to, provide or perform the world for us. This world is interesting, very interesting, because we created that way. We created that way. It's not the God who create this kind of thing. It's we that created that way, that the shit is so dirty and the food is so important and it's a so nice thing to offer. You can't offer shit, can you, to a guru and to a master. You cannot. To a guest, you cannot offer a shit. But you can definitely, you are most welcome to offer a food. You are entitled and you are recommended to offer a food, but not shit. That concept is built by whom? By us. than shit being so dirty and the food being so precious and so nice. So this dualistic mind is so strong. That is the main basic engine of karma. This is the reason why we say Buddhist practice or Buddhist practice, entire Buddhist teaching is very much very much the philosophy. It's not a religion, but it's a philosophy. So this is what always refers. This tells you that how important to kill the concept of dualistic mind, the dualistic concept. That is very important.